Sabo just took the biggest W in the whole series. Can we all just take a moment and appreciate new Emperor? No, not that kind of Emperor. Emperor of the Flames. This guy really broke the internet in this last chapter. We were wondering and theorizing for years now about the events on the Reverie. But now we know what was written in the newspaper. And we have a general view of what happened. And let me tell you something. Our boy Sabo killed it. But hey, let's analyze everything that we know so far, and let's get a general idea of what really happened. Oh yes. Like and subscribe. We know that Sabo and other revolutionaries were fighting at the Celestial Dragon Palace. They burned their flag and this was declaration of war to the world government. Sabo and others were fighting Green Bull and Fujitora. And we don't know what happened here, but we do know that Sabo and others managed to save Kuma and escape the Reverie. Kurama says that they couldn't fight properly due to being at Celestial Dragon's palace. But at the same time Akainu says that he shouldn't defend them. Meaning that Akainu is mad at Fujitora and Green Bull. Now it is really hard to say if Sabo and others won here. However, let me remind you of something. Remember this chapter. Here we see Fujitora talking to Akainu through Den Den Mushi. And here we see Fujitora covered in bandages. This just means that Sabo and others put a good fight against an admirals. And honestly speaking, it is a huge feat for Sabo and the rest of the revolutionaries. Let me just remind you. Someone like Green Bull took care of King and Queen relatively easy. And Sabo and others were fighting two guys like that. Managed to somewhat injure them, save their comrade and escape. This is a win no matter how you look at it. But let's not jump straight into conclusions. Let me explain you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of when Liffy was in Whole Cake Island. At the end of that arc Morgans wrote that Liffy did everything. He said that Big Mom lost, that Liffy was mastermind behind all of that. And here Liffy was announced as a fifth emperor. And this situation with Sabo really feels the same. On top of that, he is called Flame Emperor. Just like Liffy was called fifth emperor by the end of that arc. Overall, I do believe that Sabo and others did a lot. And it was definitely not easy for them. However, I really doubt that they defeated admirals or pushed them away. They probably barely managed to survive. I even saw some theories saying that Fujitora helped them. Since we know that Fujitora doesn't support what world government is doing, this could be the case. But I really doubt it. I don't think Fujitora would do this. So I just believe that Sabo and others barely escaped just like Liffy barely escaped Whole Cake Island. But Sabo is now considered as a god among the revolutionaries. And his popularity even surpassed that of dragons. Which is huge in my opinion. And this is how Oda wanted to bring revolutionaries in the story. They were always great threat to the world government. But we were waiting for their move over 1,000 chapters. Simply because Dragon is careful with his movements. Well, Sabo is that reckless guy. Just like his brother is. And this is what we needed. This is a great way to bring revolutionaries in the story. It is clear where Oda is going with this. Now that Kaito and Big Mom are gone, we will see much more from Dragon and Shanks. And this is what the whole community is waiting for years now. And it is finally time, guys. We learn that Shanks wants to go after the One Piece. Meaning that we might see him in a fight really soon. Well, revolutionaries from all around the world started rebellion. And Dragon cannot stop it now. He has to take action now. It is just as Oda said, from now on we will see just greatness and nothing more. We are really entering that final saga. And let me just talk about this parallel for a second. In Pirate World we have Shanks who stands at the top. And Liffy who now became a huge threat and guy who will eventually surpass Shanks. And in the Revolutionary Army we have Dragon. This ultimate leader who is known as the worst criminal in history. And now Sabo who after this incident became a huge threat as well. So we see this parallel with two brothers. They are really killing it. I also expect that Sabo's bounty skyrocketed after this incident. He had a bounty of only 600 million before. But after this I expect it to go way above it. Honestly, it should be higher than Liffy's current one. But we will see. I will do one separate video predicting his bounty. And lastly, I want to touch on Sabo killing Cobra. In the newspaper it says that Sabo killed Cobra. leader of one of the 20 countries who made the world government. And because of this, revolutionaries got so hyped. This is most definitely a huge achievement for the revolutionaries. But let me tell you something. This didn't happen. Absolutely no way that Sabo killed anyone. Especially not someone like Cobra. We know the Cobra wanted to talk with world government. And we were predicting his death ever since. I am sure that Cobra said something that he shouldn't say. And because of this he was killed. Also, we know that Imu was holding picture of Vivi. Meaning that Imu probably wanted to kill Vivi. Maybe Cobra somehow protected Vivi. Who knows? But I am sure of one thing. Sabo didn't kill Cobra. They just accused him. Since this is what world government does. Now what happened with Vivi? Well, if I have to guess, I would say that Sabo saved her. He probably saw everything that happened and he just came and took her with him. Our boy Sabo is really MVP. One Piece world really changed a lot. And right now the ones who are standing at the top of all events are no one other than Luffy and his brother. What a time to be One Piece fan. I also wonder what will happen with Kuma. Yes, they did save him. But is he really a human anymore? We know that Vegapunk made him to be a robot completely. And him becoming slave to the celestial dragons was really painful to watch. So I wonder what is with him. Will he be back to his old self? What will happen with that? Kuma was always a mysterious character. And I am sure that we will see some huge plot regarding his character. Overall, things are moving at a crazy pace right now. World has drastically changed. And everything is building for that final arc. You know Oda hyping that for years now. So it has to be greatness. We are currently in a completely new era. No more Kaido. No more Big Mom. No more Whitebeard. No more rocks. From now on it is an era of Shanks, Luffy, Dragon, Sabo, Kid and Law. And oh boy is it getting interesting. But this is pretty much everything regarding this video. This was one video where I wanted to analyze everything regarding Sabo and his accomplishments. Serial accomplishments for both him and his brother. As I said already, best time to be One Piece fan. Expect greatness from now on. But hey, what do you guys think about Sabo and revolutionaries? Do you have any particular theory that you want to share? And what do you think about chapter 1054 in general? What do you think of Shanks and Green Bull? Write down your thoughts and theories. Also, if you enjoy what I am doing and want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps the channel a lot. And as always, have a nice day.